Hare Krishna, everyone. Here we are with the Bhagavad Gita, as it is. And let me just lean back here and begin on the 10th chapter, which is entitled The Opulence of the Absolute. And I begin with the first verse, in which Krishna is introducing this topic, which is superior to what he has actually taught up to now. And therefore he says, Bhuya eva mahabaho shinu me paranam vacha tateham priyamanaya vakshyami hitakamyaya. Listen again, O Arjuna, because you are my dear friend. For your benefit I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. Now, one important phrase to take away from this is Krishna says, Shrinun me paramam vacha. Just listen to what I have to say. Listening means really listening with faith. Are we really listening? Are we open and are we accepting Krishna with the very basic premise that he is the supreme, and therefore he's not giving some kind of relative opinion amongst many other philosophers. He is speaking the absolute truth. And what's he speaking here now is that he's giving knowledge that is better than what I've already explained. I've referred to this upcoming chapter in earlier recordings, and here Krishna is giving us a type of practice, a type of sadhana, which enables us to see the Supreme in the world around us, which means rather than being conscious of matter, we become conscious of spirit, of the Supreme Spirit. And that's a very exciting thing because, well, that's called Krishna consciousness, because it makes us aware of him rather than being aware of the immediate things that we see. We start to see what is actually behind that immediate vision and how it connects with the Supreme. But more about that later. And again, this paramam vacha, that Krishna is giving layered knowledge, systematically knowledge that's higher than what we've done before. Well, why hasn't he given it all in the beginning? Well, obviously, because that's not the process of education. So it isn't that nursery school children, you can just all of a sudden lay out for them a university curriculum. They need to be brought through stages of education. Their intelligence needs to be built. Their minds needs to be expanded. They need to derive the proper qualification. So throughout the chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is elevating our qualification. He's making us more and more qualified. And this isn't the end. This isn't the PhD of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna will be giving more confidential knowledge, most confidential knowledge, because that's what education is all about. So an important aspect here is that Krishna is also giving what is the qualification for receiving this type of knowledge. And he says, Yatteham priyamanaya, because you're dear to me, because you're my friend. So knowledge becomes realized. It becomes more than information. It becomes real, acquired, substantial knowledge when it becomes manifest or realized within. And for that Priyamanaya, one has to become, well, here in the translation, Prabhupada says, because you're my friend. Are we Krishna's friend? Are we friendly with Krishna? Are we open to Krishna, not just in an official way, but can we go beyond that? And can we have an affectionate relationship with him, because he's a person and we're persons. So Krishna says, because you're dear to me and I'm dear to you, therefore I'll give you further knowledge, because it's further knowledge about himself. So we have this same experience. Well, how confidential information can we get from a person on the street, or officially from a teacher, educator in school? Well, they'll tell us about the subject matter, but what about information about themselves? Hey, that's private. But to their friends, then they confide and they tell other things that they don't tell their students or just anyone on the street. So, in tandem with acquiring knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, our affection towards Krishna needs to actually grow in order that these words become realized within the heart, that they really gain substance. And how does that happen? Because alongside of the study of the Bhagavad Gita, we should be by now, and it's no secret, living a certain kind of life and chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And as we chant Krishna's names, our affection for Krishna grows. So, listen to me. Krishna's asking us, really listen. Not open our ears, open our hearts. And listen with affection. And then we will hear something that we haven't heard before. And what's that something else? Next lesson, we'll start delving into what that something else really is. Hare Krishna.